Cornbread Recipe. Ingredients: 1 cup cornmeal, 1 cup all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon baking powder, half teaspoon salt, 1 cup milk, 1/4 cup vegetable oil, 2 large eggs, optional, 1 to 2 tablespoons cannabis-infused butter or oil. Instructions: preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 200 degrees Celsius. Grease a 9-inch square baking dish or cast iron skillet with non-stick spray or butter. In a large bowl, whisk together the cornmeal, flour, sugar, baking powder, and salt. In another bowl, whisk together the milk, vegetable oil, and eggs. Pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients and stir until just combined. Do not overmix. Optional. Melt 1 to 2 tablespoons of cannabis-infused butter or oil in a small saucepan over low heat. Add to the cornbread batter and stir until well combined. Pour the batter into the prepared baking dish or skillet. Bake for 20 to 25 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. Serve warm with butter, honey, or jam. Cannabis infusion guidelines. When it comes to infusing cannabis into food, there are several factors to consider, including dosage, decarboxylation, and infusion method. Dosage: it is important to consider your dosage when infusing cannabis into food. Start with a small amount and gradually increase until you find the desired effect. A general rule of thumb is to use 1 gram of cannabis for every half cup of butter or oil. Decarboxylation: cannabis contains cannabinoids in their acidic form, which are not psychoactive. In order to activate the psychoactive properties of THC, it must be decarboxylated by heating the cannabis at a low temperature, around 225 degrees Fahrenheit, for about 30 to 45 minutes before infusing it into butter or oil. Infusion method: there are several methods for infusing cannabis into butter or oil, including the stovetop method, slow cooker method, and sous vide method. The stovetop method is the quickest and most common method, but it requires constant attention to prevent the cannabis from burning. The slow cooker and sous vide methods are more hands-off, but they require more time. Here is a basic recipe for cannabis-infused butter. Ingredients: 1 cup unsalted butter, 1 gram decarboxylated cannabis, ground or chopped. Instructions: melt the butter in a saucepan over low heat. Add the decarboxylated cannabis and stir to combine. Simmer the mixture over low heat for 2 to 3 hours, stirring occasionally, until the mixture becomes fragrant and the cannabis is infused into the butter. Strain the mixture through a cheesecloth or fine mesh sieve to remove the cannabis. Store the cannabis-infused butter in an airtight container in the refrigerator for up to 2 weeks. To infuse the cannabis into the cornbread, simply add the desired amount of cannabis-infused butter or oil to the batter before baking. Be sure to stir well to ensure that the cannabis is evenly distributed throughout the batter.